Hello, and happy fucking Wednesday, you guys. Welcome to People Talk Now, and I'm your host, Vanessa Herrera, and this is the fucking show, you guys. This is it. This is the one. This is episode 12, and remember, this is a show where you ask about it, and I talk about it, and like I always like to say, I'm trying to change the pace out there and what people out there are calling better days. Welcome to today's episode 12. Yeah, we made it. Number 12 in the books. So give yourself a fucking pat in the back, slap on that booty. We're halfway through the week. I love me some hump day. It's a representation of like, we're almost there. We're almost there, okay? Don't be hard on yourself. If you woke up this morning and you have something to smile about, there is a purpose for you. And I know life out there is fucking tough and it's hard and just, sometimes it could just be so, the nitty gritty. But just understand, man, that every day, if you are lucky enough to wake up, then you have a choice. Don't allow anybody, anything to make you feel like you don't have a choice, because you really do. You really do. You are somebody and you're somebody important. And now that we're done with that little pep talk, I want to get right into it. I wanted to kind of let you guys know that the holidays are coming around the corner, and I'm sure you guys know, because a lot of people start feeling the pressure. A lot of people start getting crazy out there. Like Black Friday, for example. Why do people start getting all crazy? Like, people start like acting like we're in the movie The Purge, It's like, it's say midnight. If they're like, hey, the Black Friday midnight sale starts now. Fucking people just go nuts. It's like they got nothing to lose. It's pretty barbaric, if you ask me. But to each their own. I just wanted to put that out there that I've been noticing that it's getting crazy every year. It just gets more and more crazy. So, just stay safe. Remember, family comes first over everything. And together, I kind of wanted to talk about the topic of togetherness and what togetherness means to me. And so I wanted to talk about like how the feelings of holidays and the pressures, and just to kind of remind everybody that the fact that you woke up another day, and if you woke up another day, you have another opportunity, you have another chance to always be better. And I know we hear this shit inside and out daily from maybe other people, maybe you don't. But hey, this is me. I'm not everybody else. I'm Vanessa, and I'm here to tell you that, listen, all right? Life is not that fucking hard. It's not. I know that, if you got friends that are always on social media and they're fucking complaining, get rid of the motherfuckers, okay? I fucking said it there. Because you know what? The truth is, I used to feel a little bit guilty whenever I was like, you know what, there's people like you start feeling like you maybe need to have them in your circle because, I don't know, maybe they're a friend of a friend. But you know what? That's just it. Don't feel guilty. Look, this is how we're going to go into 2020. All right. The choices that you start making right fucking now. Okay. We have about a little over a month before 2020 is over. So you start taking your fucking life back and start doing things that are going to benefit you, because you can't be good for anybody, okay? Let alone for a partner, for your family, if you can't be fucking good for yourself first, all right? Nobody's going to get the best of you if you can't get the best of you. Hello. Okay, so now that we got that shit out of the way, okay, welcome to People Talk Now. Let's get into it. All right, so togetherness. What the fuck does togetherness mean? All right, first of all, we don't need fucking Thanksgiving. We really don't. All right, because in reality, we should be together all the fucking year. All right, you should be, if you have the opportunity, you should be calling your family members. You should be hitting up your grandma, your grandpa, whoever the hell you still got in your life. You should be grateful for them, because you know what? Family can be gone in an instant. All right. And if you got a good family, take care of them. You got a shitty family? Well, I'm sorry about that, but you got to try to make things better. Try to figure out a way to be better first of all, like I always say. And not everybody is fortunate enough to have a sweet loving family. Sometimes things are a little rough for some people, and I get that. You got family issues this holiday. Try to work through them, try to talk them out. If you can't, spend some time with yourself. There's nothing wrong with being by yourself. Yeah. So listen, I get how these holidays, whether you're vegan or not, which a lot of you guys know that I am, but it doesn't stop me from celebrating. It's look, everybody's got shit to say. All right. For your family, people that are just have information overload, So there has been a lot of things said about Thanksgiving over a lot of years, and Thanksgiving has its very negative side to it, but it has a positive side. The bad thing about Thanksgiving is that it represents a lot of different things for different people. Okay. And this is where I'm getting at. And this is kind of something that I've been battling with myself, that I wanted to share with you guys, is that, look, I get what happened in the past with, with our Native American people, because, I am Native American myself. And, there's a lot of bloodshed. There's a lot of Native Americans were killed. Okay. And I also realized that, in another aspect, that this holiday represents a lot of killing of innocent beings. So it's like, when you look at it, you look at the terrors of things that happened in the past in history, and you also look on top of that, and there's more murder going on, murders basically, more slaughter going on because of the 43 plus million fucking turkeys that are killed every year, just so that families can sit down at a table and celebrate togetherness, which we essentially as people should be, if that's really what it's about, should be celebrating togetherness without the killing. Because to me, I don't, in my brain, I don't understand how togetherness is being celebrated with a dead animal on the table. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like we could be celebrating together. I could do without the dead ass turkey, like, on the table. Like, I'm cool with that. Like, we can get together, play some Monopoly, I don't know, whatever your preference is. You like to play Sorry, Bingo, whatever your preference is. But my thing is this. That's the thing that I battled, because I said, everybody has different traditions, and I get that. And, don't allow the pressures of what other people say to affect what you're going to do and how you're going to celebrate your traditions with your family. You know what I mean? Like, if it makes you happy being with your family, and, you decide that, you want to eat turkey, and that's that, dude, more power to you. I'm not going to judge you, but I'm also asking you to consider, to really consider and do your research, really truly do your research, and, find out what's really going on in the background, But this isn't so much, this podcast wasn't to preach to you guys about the death of the turkeys, although, I did want to shed some light on that and what's actually going on, because, it really, even though I've been vegan for this amount of years, I said to myself, wait a fucking minute. I guess I never really thought about it like that. Like, holy shit, even before I was vegan, I used to sit at a fucking table and I never thought about a dead animal being on the, it never hit me. The reality of it never hit me, saying God damn, there's a fucking dead ass turkey with some shit shoved up his ass, and he's on the table. It meant nothing. It meant nothing to me. I just was so oblivious to the reality of it, and oh God, what the hell was that? So anyways, yeah, I just wanted to share that little moment with you, and, and just kind of say like, look, I get it. We all have our own traditions, but don't allow those things to put pressure on you. And because the minute that we start thinking way too far ahead into things is the minute that we start feeling stress on our bodies. And we all know how stress can affect us. We all know, oh my God, we all know what stress can do for us, okay? And I'm not perfect, there's days where I maybe miss meditation. There's days where maybe I miss, drinking more juices than I would like, and, eating more raw foods and just more clean eating. And these kind of things, like even just thinking too far ahead will put such an immense amount of pressure on your body, on your joints, on your health, because then these sort of chemicals are being released in your body that your body's not really digging it, If you're releasing all these bad, harmful chemicals that are not supposed to be in your body because you're too busy, worrying about things that you can't control, which is like, holy shit, I can't get to my aunt's house for Thanksgiving, or, oh, I got to be there at this time and these deadlines. Guys, family and togetherness isn't about that. Last time I checked, it didn't fucking matter if you had to fucking cook a bag of fucking frijoles or some beans and shit and some rice, and you just sit down, and as long as you were together and you were enjoying each other's company, that's all that should matter. It's about the togetherness and the unity, right? But now this propaganda of fucking Thanksgiving where like you need to fucking go and you need to buy all these goddamn fucking decorations and all these autumn fall leaves in your fucking house. Dude, I could fucking understand why people are like stressing the fuck out. Like, oh yeah, we need to go get this and we need to go get that. Like, oh, we need to have our house looking like this. And oh God, it's Thanksgiving. And goddamn, I feel a little bad. Not bad where it's going to affect me, but I feel like, holy shit, this is bad. I'm sorry that some people have to go through this kind of shit because it's not right, man. It ain't right. And I got so much to say on that, but just look, it's like this. If you feel like you want to have tradition, right? If tradition makes you happy, then fucking have tradition. Who gives a fuck what people say? I'm sorry, but who gives a fuck? Whether you're vegan or not. All right? I'm just here telling you, like, if being fucking traditional makes you happy, then do that shit. But fucking do it with intention, do it with purpose, like really. But don't allow yourselves to be stressed. Don't allow anybody to make you feel bad for your choices, because your choices are your choices. Okay. I wasn't always vegan. I wasn't always eating like this. I fucking went through my share of fucking carnivorism. All right. So, oh God, I don't know what's happening with my nose this morning. But anyways, you guys, I really hope that you guys are getting more or less what I'm trying to say. Holidays, just the way that it's being sold now every year, it gets worse and worse. And, people feel like they need to do this, or they need to be, going places and all that. And honestly, the best place you could be is at home with your family. All right. And you don't need to buy a goddamn turkey. You don't need to buy a goddamn ham. This isn't about me being vegan. This is about me saying that you need to stop fucking buying into the bullshit. Like, you don't need that shit. Like, you could fucking be eating fucking goddamn, I don't fucking know. What the fuck do people eat? I don't know. You can eat a goddamn ham sandwich or fucking tofurkey sandwich. You can eat a goddamn lettuce sandwich, a fucking tomato sandwich. You can make some rice. You can make a goddamn pumpkin pie. You don't want to fucking eat a pumpkin pie, you can make a goddamn cake. My point is that you don't need to fucking go and buy any of this shit. You need to stop. Like, the fact that people say, fuck, Thanksgiving is coming around. All right, well, I need to go and buy a turkey, and I need to go get a ham, and I need to go buy some stuffing. I'm just saying that you don't have to do those things, because when you feel in your body that you need to go do those things, it starts affecting your health because you're just like, something in your fucking brain is programmed and it says like, damn, oh shit, Thanksgiving. Oh, okay. It's time to get the family together. It's time to get all of it. And in reality, you should be doing those types of things all year. You should be as much as you can because family is more important. Because when you start realizing like, holy shit, I could literally, fucking die at any instant, that whole bullshit that's, oh, we have all, you have all the time in the world, or, oh, you're fine. You can do it tomorrow. No, you can't. If someone tells you, no, don't worry about this. Do it tomorrow. No. If you feel like you can do it in that moment, then do it in that moment. Because guess what? You are not guaranteed tomorrow. If yesterday already happened and you happen to wake up today, then do everything that you feel in your heart and do it today. Because you're not guaranteed tomorrow. And I think a lot of people have a hard time processing how fragile we really fucking are. And I'm here to remind you that, you're not guaranteed an endless supply of life. That's why it's important that you take care of yourself and you nurture yourself and you take care of your health and your happiness, because then you could be the best person that you're meant to be for your family. And I get that these pressures of holidays and shit like can be so hard on people. Like, you think that, I have people that feel like they need to be every goddamn where come Thanksgiving Day or Christmas. And, you don't, like these are the type of things that I'm saying that you should be doing throughout the year. It shouldn't be so goddamn long and far in between before you see family members that you haven't seen in a long time. I think because of, now the way the world is with technology as far as like texting and, way back when people used to fucking write letters and I wonder if they ever got them. But yeah, I mean, I'm just saying, you guys, like now because of the way things are, people are so impatient. Everybody wants everything fast. Everybody wants results fast. They're like, I want it now. Fucking throw it right here. Throw that shit in my lap. And it's crazy because in all reality, it's like, you guys, basically, it ain't like that. It's like, it's as close as everybody is through technology, as I always say this, like we are also distant, because it's not like before. Like nowadays you go into the grocery store and like just yesterday, I was at Smart and Final and I was getting some things because, later on today, I'm going to be volunteering at Skid Row in Los Angeles. I'm going to be feeding some people some plant-based food, trying to nurture some souls out there and just share some love, some love and light. That's it, I just really want to like hang around some people out there, that are struggling. And I'm fortunate enough to have a home, I'm fortunate enough to have food and things like that and a roof over my head. But, some people are not. And whenever you get that opportunity to help somebody, you should do it whenever you can, and I plan on doing that. Like whenever I can, whenever, I have something to give, I'm going to go and give it, and sometimes I don't even have to give, but I still want to fucking give it up, because I've learned that the less that I have in my life, the happier I am. And that's the truth. And, yeah, so going back to the technology, you guys, is that, everyone feels like nowadays it's like, oh, maybe you have family and you see them on social media. And so you think like, oh yeah, they look okay. Everything's fine. But no, that's just it. Look, listen, you cannot determine everything about somebody, and you cannot always see the whole truth, the whole picture, just based on what you see on social media, because not everybody's going to portray everything of how they're feeling on a fucking Instagram post or on a Facebook post, or whatever the fuck people use nowadays, TikTok and all this shit. Like, I'm just saying that, you should reach out to family members that you haven't seen in a long time, and you'd be surprised the kind of difference that you can make. Because to me, that's togetherness right there, Like, just knowing that you don't need a lot of shit. Like, you don't need to go buy all those things, all these decorations, all this fucking propaganda bullshit. So for you to celebrate togetherness. Now, if you telling me I'm celebrating togetherness with my family today and give a shit about Thanksgiving, I'd be like, all right, that's cool too, But it's like, whatever your tradition is, if it makes you happy, then do it. But don't allow the stresses of feeling like you need to get something. Because if your family doesn't understand that all you want to do is just be with them and just have that feeling of togetherness with them, and just, saying, hey, you know what, man, we're just making a connection here today, and we're oneness, we're all cooperating, and we're tied up in one fucking giant ass union. Because these are all the things that togetherness mean to me. Like, just being tied up, just being like, yo, it doesn't matter if we fucking are eating top ramens, man, we're together. That's real fucking talk right there. Because, you don't need any of that shit. That shit that's being sold to us, that's fucking bullshit right there. The fact that you need to get all these goddamn things, okay? You don't. You don't need to get any of it, first of all. And, I really wanted to just, I'm seeing, people being bashed for even wanting to celebrate Thanksgiving. And you know what? I used to celebrate Thanksgiving with my parents, and, and even last year, with my family, whether, I don't eat, obviously meat, but, we got some tamales, shout out to Mama's Tamales. We do it differently every year. Every year's different. Some years I'll just like cook something else maybe, and we won't go buy anything from anyone. But the point for me is just being together, and it should be about whatever the hell makes that person happy. Because I think that's the issue when someone doesn't line up with our values or our ideas. There's immediately like this conflict and this friction between people, because it's like, you can't expect everybody to be on the same page. But it's like love, right? The other day, I don't know if you guys saw, I posted on my Instagram stories that I saw a page where this woman is trying to basically get, she's trying to get funding to write the biggest letter in the world. And basically she's traveling all around the world and getting people to write a love letter to the world, and I don't know why, but like I was very touched by this movement, because I said, damn, like that's beautiful. Like that's just so goddamn beautiful, like that's what it is. Because at the end, it's like crazy, because it doesn't matter who you talk to, what their differences are, whether they're fucking eat chicken and fucking pork, whether you eat nothing but fucking plants and fruits, whether you don't celebrate any holidays or whether you do. There's one thing that all humanity has in common, and that is at the end of every fucking day or the beginning of it, everyone just wants to be happy. Everybody has a mission, and I highly doubt that everybody wakes up with the intention in their mind to just be fucking miserable. Like I highly doubt anybody wakes up and they're just like, fuck, I'm gonna have a horrible day. And no, everybody starts off good. I feel like everybody, you start off and you're like, all right, how am I gonna handle this day? And sometime in, a couple hours or something between, you can't allow things to fuck you up. You can't allow things to fuck with your energy. You can't allow people to penetrate and get up in there. It's yours. It belongs to you. You know, you were born with that energy, and don't let people take advantage of your energy and take it and put it to their liking. You know what I mean? And you have every right to question things. You have every right to want answers. But just understand that your family, they're fragile. You know, they're not going to be there forever. Okay? So, you know, if I can spread one bit of awareness these holiday seasons coming up, is like, look, I'm sure that if you were given the opportunity, you would want to see less suffering in this world, because I highly doubt any single part of any of you has woken up this morning and said, like, I can't wait till this person is, anything but love. Like, I highly doubt that you ever, want to wish any kind of suffering on anybody, because you know deep inside of you that any type of suffering, how it affects your health, how it affects you mentally, you know that it hurts. So why would you want that for anybody else? And even the people in the vegan community, there's things that I have also noticed, like, around these times, or even just, look, I get that we want to end, the suffering and animal exploitation, but I feel it in my heart, and I really feel it in my heart, that fucking yelling at people and chewing them out and talking shit to them. Everybody has their different ways of doing activism work. And, if any of you guys know me, you guys know that if I could do any type of work that is going to help anything towards my environment, towards people, towards animals, I will do it. But at the same time, I'm not going to yell at people, because one thing that I know about humanity is that we don't respond very well to negative and criticism and just overall judgment. We tend to, as people, we tend to retaliate back, because it's like teenagers. Teenagers think that, they're going to live forever. They're like, yeah, man, fuck yeah. I'm like, no, man, I got endless supply of life. Like, I feel invincible, And it's like the minute you tell somebody what they're doing wrong, the first mechanism that comes up is the defense mechanism, People are like, no, fuck you, man. I've been doing this and I'm fine and that. And sometimes it's hard to see the reality of things that's happening around us, It really is. And I just wanted to say that, just be more mindful, this holiday season, of your family and the people around you. And, there is other ways to celebrate life and love and togetherness without harming animals. And at the same time, if you feel like, Vanessa, this is just what I do, and, this is my way of celebrating, it's just tradition, then, you could also do that too. But I'm also saying, like, don't allow people, like, don't even allow what I'm saying. If there's something I'm saying that you don't agree with, you're like, you know what, I happen to fucking love turkey, bitch. I love me some goddamn turkey, and I love me some goddamn ham. All right, well, more power to you, because you know what? There was a time when I fucking loved it too. I did. I would sit down at the table with my family, and I thought, like I was telling you guys a bit ago, I thought nothing of it. I was like kind of oblivious to like anything really what was going on. But now looking back at it now, it's like, I understand what it represents. And I tell myself that the only thing I want to be part of this holidays, as people like to call them, whether it's Thanksgiving or Christmas, these holidays that, some of us have been celebrating since we were kids, and we haven't known what we have known all of our lives. Even the people that are vegan, if you've been vegan past 10 years and you're like, you know what, fuck you, I don't agree with that. Okay. But if you've been vegan under 10 years and you're just trying to be fucking, like, you suddenly turn into Jesus, I'm sorry, but you need to calm the fuck down and take a seat. All right. Because, there's people out there that are trying to get to where we're at. All right. There's people that are trying to be better. And I don't think that they should be judged for it, I understand that some people are like, well, there's no in between. There's no this. There's no journey. Like, you just make the right choice, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, you say that because you think that, but not everybody thinks that. All right, okay. I don't know where I'm going off here and kind of feel like I'm defending my people that, deciding that they want to be vegan and stuff like that. I always gotta feel like I gotta help people out, because there's people that are making it hard and difficult for people that, maybe want to eat a little bit healthier. It's like they put this fucking pressure on you, like, yeah, you need to fucking do this, man. It's like, no, you don't need to do anything. Do it on your own time. Do what makes you happy, man. Because eventually, our body, it will tell us exactly what we need. Our body will communicate with us. Our body will say, hey, you know what? I think you better stop, because things are starting to go crazy up in here. And, it's the truth. Like, our body will tell us exactly what we need. And that's the beautiful thing about it, I personally, I was like talking with my husband, and we were like, he was asking me, what did I think about, Thanksgiving or any of it. And honestly, it's like, I was telling him, I'm like, now that I'm like in this, and like in the vegan community, I'm constantly seeing things like, either like, okay, if you're still celebrating Thanksgiving, whether you're vegan or not, it's still bad. Or whether you don't celebrate Thanksgiving, but maybe you're still, or, it's like, I don't know. Like, and to me, I just say this. I just want people to mind their own fucking business, okay? And just let people do what they're going to do, But it never stops me from informing people, okay? Now, and that's the beauty, because, see, the people that I've known and the people that I've been so blessed to be able to convert into veganism, and to just kind of see, like, hey, not all vegans out here are fucking judgmental assholes, And that's the truth, like, because there's a lot of fucking vegans I know that just, I don't know. It's like they turn vegan and they got a nice stick up their ass. And I said it. You guys are out there, but I'm not. That's not me. Because you know what? I want to show the people that are deciding or even thinking that they want to turn vegan, like, hey, you know what, man? Like, you can get there in your own time. And if you need the help, then, you can ask me. You can come to me. If you got people, you got family members that maybe decided this, before 2020 comes, like, hey, you know what? I think I'm kind of ready to just let go of like eating these processed meats and just meat and blah, 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 and just kind of just have a healthier life. I'm ready to take care of my body. You send them my way, and I guarantee you that they're going to see that there's an opportunity and there's a chance. But you send them any goddamn where else, man, it's just like you're going to send them running back, and that's not the thing here, It's like, I want people to see that. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry about that, you guys. My nose is feeling stuffy this morning. I just want people to see that you can get there, and as long as you have the right amount of information, little bit at a time, start off slow with certain processes and getting rid of certain things, that you can get there. It's really not that difficult, but at the same time it is. You know what I mean? Like, what the difficult part is fighting your addiction. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna lie, because like at first, it depends on like what you do it for. Like, if you're one of those people that just really wants to start taking care of your health, then in that aspect, I could see why it would be a little bit easier. No. I'm sorry, I said that wrong. If you want to take care of your health, but you're like, oh, I'm fighting this addiction, I just like this so much. In that case, you would need information as to, okay, how you can start converting to certain foods and how to make it easier for you. But then if you're the type of person that are like, you know what, I just want to stop harming animals, like I don't want that kind of thing on my conscience, then I could understand why it would just be like, boom, the next day you just hit a switch and like, you're just done. You're done with it. It's a choice. You're like, I'm done with it. I can't even possibly think of harming any kind of creature, then I could understand that. But see, not everybody can, just flip a switch, and there's people that need that little bit of help and that need that guidance little by little, and if yes, that's you and you're someone out there right now and you're listening to this, I'm here to tell you, man, that I'm here for you. I would not fucking in no means necessary start fucking cussing you out or yelling at you and saying how you fucking make terrible choices, because you know what? I was once in that goddamn hot seat and I was fucking making all these dumbass choices, fucking putting my health in jeopardy. And I understand you more than anybody. I'm there for you. I'm fucking rooting for you, and I'm right there with my little pom-poms in the back just rooting for you, okay? So don't you worry about it. And yeah, again, this is all about the holidays and what holidays do to people. And you know, I just want to let you guys know that I'm here for every single one of you, man. And you know, don't affect your health. Your health is so goddamn important, you know? Like, you know, there's no need for you to show up this holiday, Thanksgiving, you know, whether you celebrate Thanksgiving, fucking Thanksgiving, or that whatever fucking thanks you want to give. If you don't want to fucking thank nobody, then don't thank nobody, okay? But don't judge nobody either, all right? For wanting to do something that makes them happy. Because then who does that make you? Who does that make you, honestly, if you start judging somebody for who they want to be? Huh? Who the fuck does that make you? Right, exactly. Think about that for a nice little hot, juicy little minute. And so I don't want to be that person. I don't. I just want to live, man, and I just want to be happy, and I'm just trying to share this with you guys as well, you know? Like, damn, isn't life hard enough? Isn't life, you know, I mean, life is really not that hard, but I mean, life is pretty hard sometimes in certain aspects, you know, but if you start having the right mindset and you start having this, this idea of yourself, right? This is how powerful your mind is. If you start telling yourself every day, like, I can, I will, and I'm going to, and I already have, then your mind is going to start becoming strong and saying, like, whenever anybody asks you or says anything, you're like, okay, yeah. And then, but if you start downplaying yourself and just, you know, saying the worst things about yourself, then naturally, of course, you know, you're going to feel that kind of way about yourself, you know, because then you're releasing these chemicals into your brain that every time you come across that situation, you're like, oh, yeah, I can't do it. No. Okay. Oh, God, this is the worst day ever. Or, oh, I'm so sad. And, oh, my God. Yeah. You know, and again, I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with being sad, but if you spend most of your time being happy, and you spend most of your time making better choices and happier choices and healthier choices for yourself, guess what kind of chemicals your brain is going to release? You guessed it. That's right. You're going to start releasing those positive chemicals, those strong affirmative chemicals, those kick-ass take no shit from nobody chemicals. And that's the kind of stuff that you want going on in your head, honestly, because that's the kind of stuff that's going to get you off to great starts. That's the kind of stuff that's going to get you to be super fucking productive. And nobody's saying that, you know, you're going to be productive 24 fucking 7, because that's an unrealistic approach. But I'm saying that it will allow you to make the most of what you are trying to accomplish, whether it's your job, whether it's music, whether it's, you know, whatever it is, dancing, workouts, eating, whatever approach you're trying to take to your life, it's going to improve that, because your mindset is everything. The way you think about yourself is everything. You got to start looking at yourself in a better light, you know? And that's just the truth. You can't beat yourself up about every goddamn thing that you didn't do. And that's where the holidays come around, you know, because the holiday topic gets brought up because, you know, I see how tensed up people get and how they, you know, start feeling like they need to be everywhere and do everything. And I just wanted to remind you that the most important thing this time of the year is to take care of you, take care of your happiness. When you're glowing, your family's going to see you're glowing. And wow, you know, that's the kind of that's the kind of thing I would like to share with my family, seeing them see me be happy and me seeing them be happy. Because in reality, what I want to show everybody is that we don't need anything. We just need each other. And to me, that's important right there. Yeah. Hell yeah. That's important right there. It's needing each other. This holiday, you don't need nothing but one another. And don't allow, the media, don't allow other people to tell you that you need to be doing anything other than basically being with your family, because that's ultimately what's important. And I really hope something that I've said here today, anything at all help somebody today see anything clearly, or it made you think about something that maybe you hadn't thought about before. But again, just know that I'm here for you guys. And if you ever need to chat about anything, or you have any things that you want to bring to light, like I said, you can always hit up the People Talk Now email that I've mentioned, and, comment below and let me know. Again, you guys, you are so important. And I think sometimes a lot of what's going on around us, we kind of lose sight of what's important, which is, it's first and foremost is always ourselves, our mind, and our health, because we can't even begin to be anything for anyone without being good for ourselves. And yeah, so that's what I wanted to talk about, like togetherness, what it means to me. And yeah, and some things to just think about this holiday, like don't allow the pressures to build up and mount up on you, because it's not worth it. It's really not worth it. You don't need to be wasting money. You should be saving your money, especially if you're, you don't have a house yet and, you're thinking of getting a house. The last thing you should be doing is fucking wasting money on like going out and buying this expensive ass meal, like these turkeys and these hams and all these decorations, when really you don't need any of that. You just need if it's about being together, then all you need is a nice, decent meal that you can cook at home. And why does it have to be all of those things? Have you ever asked yourself that? Because I know I didn't ask myself that for a long time, because like I was telling you guys earlier, it never occurred to me. I was just so oblivious to it. But you really got to start asking yourself, like, wait a minute, do I really need to buy all of this stuff? Like, no, I really don't. Like, if it's just about you guys being together, then that's all this should be about. Just creating a meal, But at the same time, I just wanted to clarify that whether you're vegan or not, if you choose to celebrate Thanksgiving, then it should be on you. Do what makes you happy, man. Because fuck, this world can be so goddamn judgmental, And like, it's that's the part right there, because like I was telling you guys a little bit ago, we cannot mold people, okay? People are not fucking little clumps of Play-Doh that you can just form into whatever you want. You can't do that. You can't do that with people. People are, they have emotions, they have nerves, they have blood and a pumping heart that is so fragile and at any minute could be harmed by something, and when you really get down to the nitty gritty and you think about it, we shouldn't be fucking allowing anybody or anything to affect our health and our well-being inside, whether it is a holiday or not. Like, no, you shouldn't allow people to make you feel bad, And, just be the person this year in your family that brings that knowledge to the table. Be that person in your family this year that changes something, that makes a change, be that somebody that makes your family think about certain things that they hadn't thought before, and, even after Thanksgiving is over, try to stay in touch with your family. I know life is, we all have our own lives, and everybody, some people work, you're going to school, you're in a relationship, you're maybe an athlete, you're working on yourself, but just remember, none of those things matter if somebody in your family were to pass away. You got to start thinking about what ifs, what if I don't have this, or what if you do? But just this holiday, don't allow yourself to be pulled in by these pressures. You know what I mean? Because like I said before, none of those things are necessary. You just need each other. And I'm not gonna jibber jabber on here anymore. I just wanted to share with you guys on my little insight of what togetherness meant to me. And I hope, like I said, that something in this whole podcast made some sort of sense to you guys. I know that this Thanksgiving, I am actually going to be going with my family to Aklak restaurant in downtown LA, and it's going to be very beautiful. Anybody's welcome to come. It is a vegan sort of potluck sort of thing, like everybody can, you can bring vegan dishes but you have to just write what ingredients maybe you threw in the dish and whatnot. But it's going to be really nice. There'll be music, vegan food, there'll be meditation time, just really nice. I just want to share that. I just want to be with my family. I don't really, if it should be one of those things where, like, if you want to celebrate tradition, you can. And then sometimes if you don't want to, you just don't. You can choose not to, It's kind of like some people choose to eat meat one day and then one day they choose not to. I'm not going to judge somebody for doing that, because to me, it's like whether you're not vegan fully, as long as you choose to not eat meat, even if you choose to eat meat once a week, it's like, to me, you're still helping with killing less animals, and I still give you props for that. I just, I'm hoping that eventually you see how good you start to feel when you just stop eating, when you stop eating animals, you really start doing your research and really start finding out, like, damn, I'm really starting to feel really good, without consuming animal products, and you start seeing how your body feels, then it'll all come together, But until then, I give you props for just doing what you can. You know what I mean? And yeah. So on that note, you guys, I love you guys so much. And as always, you guys know that I like to leave with so sorry. I like to leave. I don't know why I can't fucking talk right now. I like to leave you guys with a word of the day. And I also like to leave you guys with the joke of the day. And of course, I have today's word of the day. So today's word of the day is aphorism. Let me make sure I pronounce that right before I'm over here all aphorism. Aphorism. There you go. Okay. So aphorism means it's kind of like a pithy observation that contains a general truth, such as, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So it's like a conscious statement of a scientific principle, typically by an ancient classical author. So yeah, there it is. An example of aphorism can be seen in To Kill a Mockingbird by Harper Lee. So I guess the example that they use is, you never really understand a person until you consider things from his point of view, until you climb into his skin and walk around it. Ooh. Okay. So, I really I really like that term. So it's like a general truth about the world. It's an observation that conveys a general truth about the world. So writers often create a general statement in their text in order to convey a moral or philosophical idea that they hold to be universally true. Examples of aphorisms. Actions speak louder than words. He who hesitates is lost. Ooh, my goodness. Okay, and you guys, drop a comment on my Instagram, People Talk Now, if you drop the word aphorism on somebody, okay? And I have a joke of the day for you guys. The joke of the day. Gosh, what was I gonna share with you guys today? I had a cute one. So the joke says, "Why are frogs always so happy?" Do you guys know why frogs are so happy? Because I don't know why frogs are happy. My God, we didn't talk about cats. We were talking about frogs. Anyways, okay, so yeah, why are frogs so happy? Well, because they eat whatever bugs them. Yeah, that was the corny joke of the day. But I hope that helped put a smile on your face because, I'm smiling right now. It's Wednesday morning and we're halfway through the fucking week. What is what? So yeah, okay, you guys. I love you guys all so fucking much. And as always, it's been a real fucking slice, you guys. Stay up, stay happy, stay motivated. Don't allow any fucking body to take your shine away. Okay? And just remember what I said. I hope something in my podcast helped you guys out today. And yeah, man. Don't take life too seriously because it's your life. Okay? Nobody has control of you. You're not on no goddamn puppet strings. Okay? And yeah, so if you have any suggestions, if you have anything that you want me to talk about, please feel free to email peopletalknow@hotmail.com. Hit me up on the gram at peopletalknow. Okay? And yeah, send me a message. Don't be shy. I'm here. Let's talk. All right? Let's shoot the shit. Until next Wednesday, you guys, have a kick-ass Wednesday. Bye.